And so I think we've got a bumper, and then we've got a draft here, Suns fan.
Hey! Oh,
Okay,
it's
then.
underway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 1 of Elimination Mode 3.0 Alliance versus OG, the Suns fan ban. The Suns ban, if you will. Mr. Omni Knight, as we just learned, and you
Bastard.
can see the 30 community bans have already been grayed out.
Radiant team pick.
First pick, Dazzle. Oh, my slacks. It is a good day. It is a good day in paradise.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Alliance. Well, sorry, GG betters, but it's over for
Buckhead,
you.
are you in this, by the way?
I am not in the game.
That's what I figured.
Oh, good.
Good. I'll talk to you on Skype. You guys take over temporarily.
10 seconds
Okay,
Sure,
great.
sure. So our first
All right,
bans
we'll
are going to
figure
be
this out.
the
Radiant
recently added
team
Lycan
pick.
in the captain's mode. Surprising
team
that
pick.
we don't want to pick any techies there, but what are you
Well,
going to do?
so two things to note. Trient, not in captain's mode right now.
Yep.
Techies, also not in captain's mode. And like
Yep.
you said, Lycan very newly entered. So I think this is a recurring theme we've seen in EM
Radiant
teams. When in
team
doubt,
ban.
let's just ban the heroes we haven't played much because they're not in the meta.
Sure. If
Very
Ice Frog
safe.
thinks they're broken, then they're probably broken.
A fair assessment, friend. And of course, Axe versus the Dazzle. A little bit of karate chop to go through the shallow grave. Good stuff there.
Yeah, of
And,
course.
A second pick Pudge. Never upset to see that.
No, especially with positioning
10
heroes like
seconds
Bat Rider
remaining.
and stuff. You want to be able to kind of one-up that positioning and
Oh,
be able
shit.
to flip the
5
thing on
seconds
them.
remaining.
So what are we shitting about, buddy?
The Pudge. I like it. Great.
Thank you, Suns fan.
Reserve
Welcome
Alright,
to
I
the
was-
stream, Suns fan. Thank
Hey,
you
can
for
we
joining
make a
us.
small
Now-
edit to this? Buka, can you turn down the sounds?
What?
I don't know if it's just me.
Now is not the time to
I don't
give
know,
Buka
of the
instructions.
in-game stuff. Or whatever it's called.
You know, Suns fan, I hate to be this guy, but you could have not slept through all of the testing yesterday, and we could have done this on the day 0 test. But that's all good. We'll do it live.
Alright.
That works too,
How
buddy.
dare you, first and
This
foremost.
is how Suns
Dire
fan lives his
team
life. When
ban.
he's in a movie theater, he's like, "Excuse me, can you turn it down, please?"
Down
Radiant
in
team
front,
banned.
please.
Anyway, I'm interested about the Wisp. Is it still first ban material? Pycat, you'd know more than anybody else. Is that hero
Wisp?
still that good?
Yeah, I think so. That hero can be really good for sure.
Mm,
You have a good player on it.
of course.
Some liquid and
10 seconds
other
remaining.
teams are really good.
Team
EG probably
ban.
too. I'm sure OG can play with it too.
course.
I mean, Alliance are like the biggest Wisp.
Uh-oh, we lost our draft. What happened?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh God! Don't
I
worry,
can commentate
Elimination
it for
World
you.
fans.
Don't worry.
We'll walk you through.
Radiant
Oracless
team pick.
has been banned,
Oracle.
along with Buenomancer.
Oh, please don't use
LC
alternate
and
names
Tiny.
while our stream is down.
Oh, there we go.
There
Welcome
we
back
go.
to the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Firefox. All right,
Firefox.
so what do we miss here? Oracle, Venomancer,
Sure.
3rd and 4th from Alliance,
10
and
seconds
LC
remaining.
Tiny, 3rd and 4th bans here out of OG.
Probably going to see a
5
lot of
seconds
LC
remaining.
bans. I mean, she's kind of flies under the radar, but pretty popular
Dire
as far as
team
pubs
pick.
go,
Okay.
at least. I don't know, pro games. Suns fan, LC, you be mad if DC picked up an LC?
No, LC's good.
Yep.
Just not jungle.
Of
See,
course.
that's the thing that pubs don't understand is she's an amazing hero if you don't put her jungle.
well, I mean,
You
a
put her
lot of-
mid, she's actually
10
good.
seconds
many of their
remaining.
arguments are, I just want that quick 6 and escape, but
5 seconds
get that overwhelming
remaining.
odds, right? And then there you go. You get quick 6 and 4
Radiant
deaths.
team
I mean,
pick.
kills. Whatever. Anyway, Troll Warlord. Is that hero back? Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh,
honestly,
God,
I think
no.
Troll is pretty strong right now. He needs some farm. He doesn't excel in those super early, like 20 kills in 10-minute type games. But
Yeah.
if you get a little space, you get a couple core items, Blink Dagger, a Shadow Blade, he's nasty, dude. That
Oh.
bash is
10
just as bad as
seconds
always.
remaining.
And there's some cool combos you can do. The ultimate, I think last elimination mode, we saw that Troll
5
Void, the
seconds
classic combo,
remaining.
right? There's still some nice things you can do with Battle Trance.
Yeah. And with the new buffs to
Reserve
Saint
time.
Yasha that came out with the last update, I mean,
Oh,
that's
that's
a pretty
Sang
damn
Yang.
good item on
Great
that bad
call,
boy.
Slacks. That's
Uh-huh.
true.
We'll be seeing
Pycat,
it.
I want to ask you about a hero that has not been getting much love recently. Where's Necrophos rank? He's still #1, I think, in pub win
Necrophos?
rate. Ad Finum's been playing him, but where the hell's Necro?
In this right now?
Well, just in general, and
Oh,
with 30 heroes eliminated, is Necro like at all enticing?
I think
to
it's
pick?
good. It's definitely a good hero, I would say.
Dire team
Yeah,
pick.
a lot of teams are picking that hero. It's a pretty strong carry hero. I mean, it's played against certain type of heroes, like these tanky type heroes, a lot. And you don't really want to pick it into some nukes and some split push and stuff like this. Can be Definitely a strong hero.
You care about if
10
they pick it
seconds
into a
remaining.
dazzle or a shadow demon type hero, a save.
5
No,
seconds
that's
remaining.
fine. Doesn't really matter that much.
That's fine.
Kill that guy.
Pykat's doing
Reserve
this
time.
blind, by the way. He's not in the draft yet.
Kill him. I'm blind.
We're working on it.
Oh,
Hey, that's
good.
okay. Well, a little refresher for our Pycats at home who are only listening audio-wise. We got OG, Axe, Pudge, Crystal Maiden, and Chaos Knight. That's a pretty beefy team.
Yeah, I think Chaos Knight is another one of those heroes that's easy to underestimate. Similar to Troll, he needs a little space early on, but if he gets that early momentum, once you get the armlet, maybe another core item after that, oh
Yeah.
God, I don't want to mess with CK slacks.
Yeah, it's
Radiant
actually Chaos
team
Knight is so
ban.
terrifying because there's a point in the game where you could pick on him in the early game.
Mhm.
Late game he's not that scary, but when he's at home in that 25-minute mark, oh my God, your carries just explode. It's horrifying. Anyway, Alliance got Dazzle, Batrider, Troll, and Undying now picked out there, Pycat.
Damn.
Undying, one of my favorite
10
heroes to
seconds
play,
remaining.
not only in pubs but also to watch. And with his new talent switch from
5
25 to
seconds
20,
remaining.
the tombstone damage plus 40.
Yep.
I mean, that is huge. One of his biggest
Reserve
problems was
time.
kind of falling off in that late mid-game. And now he's back, baby. Tombstone damage does a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't say Refresher Orb in that sentence.
I'm
because
just
I was
saying.
going to vomit.
I'm just saying, pro players, Refresher Orb Undying, double Tombstone at level 20. Pycat.
Oh no, dude. It's 35% XP gain with Midas, and then you rush 25 minus 2 second decay cooldown, and you go Axe.
Ags too? Sure.
Minus
the play.
Ags.
Yeah.
Midas Axe, man.
Welcome to Undying.
Minus 2 second decay cooldown, 2 second cooldown, and then you buy Octarine.
I mean,
Like
I
1
actually
something.
think I think he's honest.
Just go
Look at
ham.
the strength
Just go
coming out
ham
from
with that
OG.
decay.
With
Wait,
that
what
Undying
position is this Undying then, in that case?
Position 4, man.
It's a dream.
Just really farmed.
The
He's really
Axe is
farmed.
the dream.
Just,
But- I mean, I think
Having
you
a
might
good
be onto
game.
something there, Pycat. The decay is going to be unreal this game with Axe, Pudge, and Chaos Knight. They're going to be melting. So, could happen. All right, Magnus going to be banned out there. So, last ban. He's a pretty good hero.
Alright, Yeah.
I'm not surprised to see that.
Oh, Timbersaw's
10
gone, huh?
seconds
Magnus is
remaining.
really scary with Troll because one of Troll's problems is that he doesn't have great recoveries
5
in
seconds
terms of
remaining.
farming tools. So you give him the Empower. He's got a built-in Battle Fury. Oh, Slacks, it's nasty.
Reserve time.
I have to say, though, even
Dire
for
team
round 1,
pick.
usually in elimination mode, we see kind of a normalish draft. But in this one, elimination mode 3, we got enough heroes to see something pretty interesting so far.
I hope somebody drafts Suns fan there under Kunkka. Wonder
Yes.
what hero that is.
Oh, what
That
a
was
miss.
on me.
Alliance needs some AoE to deal.
I feel like Alliance
And they
needs
have
some
bad-
control. Like
10
they've
seconds
got Lasso
remaining.
right now, and that's pretty. They've got a lot of slows, but they need some. good
Yeah, they have
lockdown.
not. You're
5
saying that because they
seconds
can't do
remaining.
anything against CK, right, Pycat?
Yeah, the ult. It's pretty
Yeah, what?
troublesome.
Okay, what is there then?
Reserve time.
And I'm thinking then in mid, maybe some Leshrac mid or something.
Okay, okay.
Leshrac. I mean, there's still like the Shadow Shaman, Lena. There's still a lot of pretty good mids here. The Storm. Puck.
I mean, Shadow Shaman's gonna be horrendous against
Shadow
CK.
Shaman, yeah, that would be great
Shadow
against
Shaman might
Chaos
not-
Knight.
Once I saw Shadow
Wonderful.
Shaman, I saw all of the other great mids still available.
Wonderful pick. I'll turn
Maybe they go
one
Dusa.
illusion into a chicken.
Dusa with Troll.
Yeah.
How is
For
Dusa
fast
against
mid shot.
CK? If you hit R fast enough or something, is that
Yeah,
the
it
idea?
should be fine. You can, like, I think the illusion kill them really fast.
You get like a
Dusa could,
Maelstrom
in
type
theory,
deal.
work. It's just that Alliance will have really shitty cat.
All right? How about this? Just hear me out here, okay?
All right.
A mid Tide Hunter who goes
Nice.
Ags, and then he gets the talent that's -6 armor in addition.
See, this is why
The
you
gush?
always lose pubs. You can't plan your hero around talents, all right?
Radiant
Because you
team
might
But it's
never
level
post. There he
20.
is. Good call.
Hey!
That's not
Hey.
enough AoE though, right? They're gonna struggle against CK, I think.
Oh yeah.
Well, they've got
It
the
can-
AoE
can
blind
be
from
okay.
Troll, so that helps.
oh no.
And now
Okay.
Storm.
That's where the problem is with when you don't have catch. When the
Yeah,
enemy
this-
team picks a Storm with CM aura and you don't have catch,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is
things-
so much
Tough.
pressure on this Bat Rider.
Yeah, he's got to
Oh my
work his
God.
ass off. But
That is now one thing I will say for Alliance.
Hmm.
Necro synergizes really well with healing right now. Obviously because of Ghost Shroud, so you put Dazzle on top of that with some Soul Rip. They
Yeah.
have some sick 5-man sustain. I don't know if it'll be enough to deal with late game CK, but they've got some early 5-man Deathfall options.
no, they don't. I mean, if they had Omni Knight, they'd be okay. Because what they
well.
need is sustain, which translates into kills. Right now, they have sustain, which translates into 5 more feet of running and then a brutal death. So I
oh
don't know.
man. The Undying, Midas, Axe.
That's it. If they
25.
do that,
That's the
they're
play.
gonna win. I mean,
That's the play.
write that shit
Alright.
down. The Pycat strat, if that's what they go for, it's gonna work.
And do this in your pubs.
Thank you, Pycat. Thank you.
Yes.
I mean, it's always
Pycat,
great.
check your messages. I sent you a love note.
Please ruin your pups. Listen to me.
Especially if you're in the what bracket are you in, Sunspan?
Me, 4.7.
Oh. If you're in
Oh.
that bracket, and then go for it.
What an asshole.
Will you join the game,
Especially if
Pycat,
you're-
please?
If
Join
you're-
the
if you're with
actual
Sunspan.
game.
Okay.
Thank
The
I'm
you.
joining.
in-game lobby.
Mm.
So we'll be good to start here. Alliance versus OG.
Woo!
I want to get around it. Does anyone think Alliance is going to take game one? Let's put it that way. They're definitely the
I think
underdogs here.
CK poops on everyone.
Yeah. He's gonna
Okay.
poop on a lot of people. But
And just for the record, Pycat, I did try the Tidehunter thing. It didn't work.
Unfortunate.
thank
And it
you.
was actually lower MMR than I'm used to playing, so I don't think it works.
Yeah.
Must have been the
General.
teammates.
Must have been them.
No, the
Yeah.
problem is we lost by the time I hit 25 right at the end, and then I was like, this is great. But then we lost.
Yeah.
so.
I've told you so many times you can't pick
You have a
heroes
Midas.
based on the level 25,
Yeah.
you idiot.
No,
Shannon,
he's
you're
right.
like-
He's right. I need to get Midas. That's actually completely correct.
And did you go for the EXP gain? 35%?
Yeah, I went for the XP gain,
Okay.
but I need a Midas as well.
Shannon,
Yes.
you're
That's
like
the
the
issue.
4K pub players that pick QoP but don't know how to play QoP and just go, guys, I promise I'm going to be level 25 and we're going to win. And then you lose in 25 minutes.
Right.
You're that guy.
You're that guy.
How dare you? How dare you?
All right, I gotta say though, I like what Pycat was saying about the Undying. I really feel like the Undying with the
Pycat, are
strength
you in here?
steal from Decay,
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
it could happen.
Yeah.
So there's
That's
a
legit.
chance. There is a chance if they realize that strength and they put a lot of their effort into making that Undying huge.
Yeah.
It could happen. It's not going to.
I mean, I'm mostly scared about the Storm, though. I think that is
Oh,
by
yeah.
far like the nail in the coffin. If they don't get the perfect lasso Reaper Scythe combo, that Storm is just going to run circles around their team. As Pycat pointed out as well, the CM aura makes it even easier for Storm to get that early.
Yeah. But Rod of Atos, bro.
Rod of Atos.
Think about that root, homie. All right.
I'm
Buffed
thinking
and
about
buffed
it.
and buffed. It's not gonna matter, but it could, it could happen. Something could happen there. You know how they win this game?
Hit me with it.
Dagon Brown Boots Necro.
Oh my
He
god. for
wins the
fuck's
mid.
sake.
Storm never gets off the ground. He blows Storm up every time he catches him.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, Pycat. What do you think about Dagon Brown Boots Necro? Good build.
Yes.
You're
good,
just here to
Slacks.
fuck with the
You
with
should
people,
you should
aren't
do
you?
that. Yes.
Oh, he does, and it's as great as it sounds.
It's great.
Trust me.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I recommend this build, especially if you're in the 4.7k bracket, where you happen to
No.
be in a game with the Sunspan.
Even in that bracket, it does not work. Okay.
It's a
Especially if you're on the same team.
Yes.
He walks around as support. Brown boots Dagon literally buys no wards. 30 minutes of the game, same item. Brown boot, Dagon 1.
no.
Dagon 5.
Shannon, he's altered the build. You stop off for the Veil first now, right? It's
No.
Brown
that's
Boots,
better.
Veil,
Okay,
Dagon.
that-
We tried all
That's
that.
much
It's too
better.
fancy.
No, it's too many
Dagon's
buttons.
Too many
tied by
buttons
20
to
minutes
click.
and the game's over. All right. Think about
Good
it.
God, help us all.
All right, but anyway.
Jeebus.
So how would you win this
Oh,
game,
Jesus.
Mr. Pycat? You're on Alliance. What do you tell your team?
I'm on Alliance.
Yeah.
Can do well in the lanes. They
Hmm.
have really strong lanes.
Mhm.
Flying and Dazzle. I mean, I wouldn't put it past on the Alliance doing some road.
All right.
I think they have some strong lanes. They can do really well in the lanes. Batrider basically has a free game.
Yeah.
I see it. Like, there's nothing. All their heroes are pretty bad against Batrider early on.
Okay.
He has a free lane, and then Alliance can kind of win 2 out of 3 lanes, and then take the outer towers early on and go these maps smaller. Then they
I'm
can kind of
with you.
out-farm them for a while, and when they have,
for battle.
I
All
don't know,
right.
like mech gun some guy, and then they just go push.
Yeah, but I think it's definitely going to be the two heroes to watch are going to be the Bat Rider and the Storm. If Bat Rider does well, Alliance has a chance. If Storm does well, it is not going to be good at all.
Yes,
So,
no doubt about that, Slacks. But
All
with that
right.
said, we have a game one ready to rock and roll. We've got some lovely casters. The gauntlet here for
Oh.
Mott and Trent. They were doing Mr. Cat this morning, and they're going right into elimination mode, baby. Here we go, Mott, baby. Take it away.
Thank you so much, guys. It is game number 1 of elimination mode here. Of course, this best of 3 series between Alliance and OG. That's right, Trent. I've been up since 4. You've been up since like 7:30 or something. I don't know. It's been a long day. We got a good match
It's good.
on our hands.
It's Dota.
Hell yeah.
Never gets old.
I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of these heroes. Like, I'm glad Troll's making the comeback, man.
30
Especially after how
seconds to
Jabs
battle.
played earlier today with Faceless. We've seen some interesting heroes for sure. We saw Sniper, we saw Troll, we saw a lot of Magnus, which I think is really interesting. But this is a completely different type of tournament.
Yeah, we also saw Shadow Demon Luna. So you know what?
Yeah.
Garbo,
Thank
get
God
that
for
out of
that.
my face.
I
I'm
don't wanna
done
see
with
that
that for the day. Give me some of this Storm
Storm
Spirit dead
Spirit.
hero.
Let's go.
I haven't got to see Anna play this one in a very long time, that's for sure. I haven't seen anyone play it.
There's like 3 different healers on
The
Alliance.
battle
You have
begins.
multiple ways of getting everybody back up to full, but you have pretty much no way of dealing with the CK when it gets to late game. Jirax is playing the Pudge, so I'm pretty excited for that, but we'll see how this goes. As the laning stage gonna get situated. Jonas is gonna be
Jonas.
TPing out. Jirax can't quite find him, and even if he did, he's only got Rot. Fly couldn't quite get there for a Frostbite if he wanted it. So the defensive tri lane for now for OG, leaving of course Jonas in the off lane, having to TP back to his tier 1 tower.
He did
Ana
get the
and
bounty,
Unlimp
though.
going toe to toe in mid.
Yeah, well, not too bad then. So, not able to get any sort of sneaky creep pulls or anything for the Bat Rider. And they're going to just throw him right to the off lane. So, maybe not going to have the easiest time. Although it's true, like, they weren't able to draft any of those big counters, there is still a Pudge and a Crystal Maiden down here. So, it's not like he's going to be able to just completely run over the CK. Just going to use those boots early on, just some good spacing around Jerax. Still has higher movement speed by a little bit, so he can play around the Rot, but needs to be careful not to get caught out.
Rod is so good. You were talking about it, and even just like one tick is enough to just bother Jonas. Although Jerax did take a lot of damage there. He's going to back up, but...
Oh,
there was
nice
a-
little play by Hanskin up top here.
Yeah, he was
He
wrapping
rotates
around.
in at the 1 minute mark and stops that stack from happening.
Yep. S4, not getting that stack up. Goes for the poor man's shield, no Iron Town like we saw earlier today from Light, from MVP. This mid matchup is probably one of the most interesting things. You see the mid necro. This hero has been played a lot in pubs. I know Andrew's been spamming it all the time. That's all he talks about. But in all seriousness, Limp is going to be playing it mid. Handskin.
Can you imagine being like a Storm Spirit player? Like someone's excited to, yes, elimination mode. We can last pick it. It's going to be so good. And then you get in lane versus an Undying and a Necrophos.
And they're just diving.
Not what you were imagining
just
when
play.
you finally got to play Storm.
Can I get CS? Hello? Hanskin just continued to
Dire's
decay him.
bottom tower is under
He
attack.
actually... He can only CS when he's underneath the tower. He can't really walk up, especially considering he's only level 3 right now. He has no regen. He's used all of it at this point. So it's not fun. He's getting decayed constantly. He's losing 12 strength, now 16, so it's not a great time for him. I mean, I guess you could send Jerax over to help him out, but I'm not sure. They don't really need that much help for a no-tail down bottom. They're not really contesting him. If you look at it, Jonas is just in the jungle right now. So Hanskin is just getting away with murder here. And not only that, he can kill S4. He's got decay. He can bring him down. If he walks up here, he's just done. That's it. His first play. He
Oh,
just
and
walks
the
up and
big
casually
creep.
decays him and kills him. Are you kidding me? He's like, thanks. I'll take that kill.
Ding the Song of Death. Well said, Undying. All right, yeah, can't really go to the lane. One of those kind of funny interactions where, Dazzle, Axe counterpick to Dazzle because you can chop through the grave, but when you're early in the game, Axe can't really tank all the waves at risk of the Shadow Wave just coming out and annihilating you in lanes. So until the later stages, Dazzle very much a counter to Axe's early game, S4 force in the jungle, and free roam here from Hanskin. There's just no one really to punish this. His Pudge hasn't really crossed over the halfway point in our map. He's been down to that safe lane, trying to maybe deal with Bat Rider, who also didn't get any stacks going for himself.
So if you're EGM, do you just stay top and just continue to pull for your lane for Loda, or do you leave at some point and decide to go elsewhere and help out for maybe a kill on mid?
I don't really see much point of him leaving anywhere. He's not going to be able to help too much in terms of the Storm Spirit. Maybe they could go for a dive play or something like that.
Right.
But for now, EGM happy to get some levels for himself.
I mean, they are giving free farm to Loda. He's not only getting creeps in lane, he's also getting creeps from this Centaur camp here. They're doing a great job of not only putting pressure on mid, getting farm for Loda. The one thing they could do better, but I mean it's not really their fault, is Jonas is he's got to use the jungle. He's only got level 1 Firefly, level 2 Sticky Napalm, so it's going to be a while before he gets up to snuff. Everybody from OG is on their side of the river, over down in the bottom lane, in the bottom jungle. They have to shrine up, which is good. Ana needs some help, but he's got his bottle now. He's getting boots next. He's level 5, so he will be able to avoid some ganks with his Wall Lightning once it gets to that point. But there is a smoke that has just been purchased by the Pudge for Jerax, so he might want to start roaming himself and see if they can get something done with Fly, perhaps.
Yeah, it's been limited resources because the way they've been just kind of choked in down here. But although Jerax and Fly, they weren't making great adventures or anything out across the map, they did get a couple stacks saved up there for S4. So he's had an okay recovery in there. and Fly grabbing a couple creeps for himself along the way too. So heads mid has a ward. It is spotted by the Dire though, so they immediately ping that one out there. Henskin not having any sentries on him right now though.
They won't D-ward now, but later on they could take care of that ward. You notice going back down bottom, JRX positioning himself in such a way that he might want to go for a gank here. They even use the Reality Rift. There comes the Chaos Bolt, and that's a dead hero. Jonas gets hooked, and JRX is able to pick up the kill. So nice setup. That's the great thing about CK. Long duration stun if you can get it. Reality Rift to initiate as well.
Henskin has the vision on Fly here. Knows the axe is nearby as well, so all he can really do is leech and annoy. No real chance of a kill for him.
Not anymore. Not when he's at full HP. Hanskin was gifted that first blood. Like, literally just served it up on a platter. Here you go. So, he's pretty happy. Scan coming out from the Dire. Just trying to determine where No Tail and JRX are situated. That scan is actually hitting No Tail. It's not hitting where they think JRX is, which is in the tree line. They think he's over here in this general area, but it's actually just No Tail.
Yes, it seems to, especially the way he's posturing, but yeah. As long as Pudge is here, Jonas won't be able to run over the CK. So although it kind of sucks that your Pudge isn't roaming on these lanes, if Jonas just, if he makes one more mistake and gets caught, it'll be well worth JRX's time. Either way, they're just guaranteeing farm for No Tail. He's not just getting stickied and run on over, and even JRX will have to be a little bit careful, but No Tail's coming to help now.
So they talked about how there's the lack of control, lack of kill potential on the CK. He could just go crazy later on into the game. But for now, Alliance is actually doing a bit better in terms of CS for the Troll in the top lane. Even the Necro's doing pretty well with how much they've shut Ana down. So Limp is actually, he's got his Reaper Scythe. I wonder when they're going to start getting this involved. Only boots of speed. He's got a wand. He's got an Null Talisman and a couple of raindrops as well. Hanskin has literally just been sitting mid the entire game, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he's been top except for maybe the beginning of the game at this point, Trent.
Yeah, no, he's just like a little bit of a wall here, kind of breaking up the map, keeping an eye on S4. And the whole idea for Loda, I'd say this game is kind of standard Loda stuff. He's not really a guy known for the hard carries. He wants to get active early on.
Right.
And his team needs to, as we kind of talked about the idea of this Chaos Knight. And they'll go a little bit onto S4, but he's got the call. He's got the armor.
That armor is ridiculous. Hanskin's coming in. He's got decay. Here comes JRX. Hooks up. Double decay from Hanskin. S4. Oh my gosh. That sword almost brought him down. The Frostbite. Now Hanskin in trouble. Here comes No Tail as well. The Chaos Bolt. They want to bring down two. They should be able to get both of them. The Undying falls first, followed by the Dazzle second. Great TP's rotation from OG. And, oh man, S4 was maybe 10, 20 HP when that Soul Rip hit him. He's barely alive right now. They shrine up though, and he's good to go.
Nice rotations there. As well, Loda just immediately heads bottom. Just needs more farm. Wants to get the helm completely done. Try and get his team something going so maybe they can move into that early on Roche.
I gotta say, I like the helm of the Dominator. I guess meta. I remember watching the three creeps just run around in the last game we watched with Faceless. There's just so many, the Waddles from the Ogre Frost Mage, the Wild Wing Ripper just running around the map. It's always fun to watch.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons like Doom I think is always a good hero to show like the just game sense and stuff from players, just to understand exactly that perfect creep that you need, and you just see them getting, you're like, oh, that makes so much sense this game. But right now, Jack's rotation, TB coming in, they are in trouble.
Up far. EGM will be dead first. That's a 3-second stun. He'll die before the duration of the stun wears off. Maybe not. Shadow Wave comes out. He's still alive. He has one more auto attack before death. Call will come through. Loda in trouble. Soul Rip comes out. They've dropped. Hanskin's coming in. He doesn't have Tombstone. He's only got level 2 decay ready to go. Another stun. Meanwhile, they should be able to bring him down. He's low. No Tail can't quite get the kill. Reaper Scythe will bring him down. It's a 1-for-2 trade so far. No Tail will find a double before he dies. Flies now on the run. He's out of mana. He has 10 stick charges. Hanskin coming in. Another decay. I don't know how far they dive this. No lasso available. There's the hook. JRX gets it behind the tree line. S4 coming back in. Looks like they have the dunk ready for this. The call. There it is. Nicely done. 3 dead at the end of the day. OG take another great fight. Yes, they lose No Tail, but not that big of a deal.
That was close to going pretty poorly for them as well. Just where the rotations came through from Alliance, and Loda almost survived, but No Tail again just before he went down. And the hook to really top it off there for OG, though. I guess still the net worth chart. Pretty riding high here from Loda, as well as our mid lane here on our Necrophos for Limp. But that nice little chunk there of just CK Axe and Storm looks
Loda
pretty good, too.
top lane gets hooked by JRX again. He did get off the Whirling Axes, though, so there were some misses there from No Tail. The Reality Rift is there, and that's a dead hero. JRX actually gets it done with the Rod and the auto attack. So Loda's died like 3 times, and yet he's still pretty much at the top of the net worth chart somehow. I'm not sure if it's going to be that way for much longer, Trent, considering how this game is going for them, but, well.
This is all. I guess the mid laner is not really getting too involved on either side right now. Just that one like scythe rotation down the bottom lane. For Limp to hop on into this one, but Anna's just been free to farm here, considering the rough lane he's had. Doing decently well overall in the net worth. Gotten into those levels where he's safe from the Necrophos by a fair margin.
He's still
Coming up
behind,
into the
though.
Bloodstone, as you'd expect.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a ways away, though, in terms of catching up. His net worth isn't that great. Necros is about 500 more than his, and he's building into the 4 staff. So Necro should be doing okay. Limp's rotating top. They're maybe looking to contest. OG's backing away. No vision for OG that I can see. So it looks like they just know something's up. They know that the Necro's missing mid. They're going to back up together. And OG will just continue to jungle and play as a team for now.
This would have been a really nice fight from them to find, too, just because it would have been S4 probably into his Blink Dagger if they found a half-decent kill there. And nice little acceleration, but don't want to risk anything. Want to make sure you can get it securely. OG, they'll just head back to farming for a while. No Tail just using that Reality Rift with the minus armor now. And it gives -7, so yeah, just constantly spamming on this dragon. Nice way to increase his own farm.
Yeah, he's just going to blow people up later if he gets some items. With the help of the rest of his team as well. S4 probably getting ganked. Jonas's lasso, and they should be able to bring him down. I think he's already used his call sword. No, he actually still has it. Nice
Oh,
hook,
what a
maybe
save.
not. JRX, that's what he's there for. The pudge coming in. And another TP rotation from No Tail. Ball letting in Ana alone. Now he ball letting back out. They drop the tombstone. Ogre Frost Mage walking up the stairs, waddling. Let me get in there. And that looks, I mean, I don't think they're going to die this. The hook doesn't quite connect. JRX has been on point, which is not that shocking for, I mean, we've seen 2 really good pudges so far today. Black played a really good one earlier, and JRX seems to be doing pretty damn well as well.
Yeah, it's got another one queued up here, but Limp should be okay.
Get it. Nah, they're too far. He can't find anybody. This has been a battling game. Everybody's getting involved. It's only 7-2, but been action back and forth like crazy. It's kind of nuts.
Jonas will find a little bit of reprieve, though. Yeah, that Blink Dagger soon.
Yeah, he's very close to it, and he needs it. Like, start getting those initiations. Pick off somebody before the fight even starts. I think that's a good way to deal with the CK, but he's pretty tanky. He's hard to bring down. Like, I don't even know if you could focus him. Like, how do you deal with, like, this is what they were talking about in the draft. How do you deal with No Tail, especially when he gets bigger? He's already pretty big to begin with.
It's difficult, right? The blind is the best tool they have in terms of like staying alive, but it's
killing
almost
him.
like delaying the inevitable.
Right.
Trying to bring down the
So you're telling me
solutions
there's
is gonna be
nothing,
difficult.
as Hanskin's going to die to him. You're telling me that there's not really much they can do to No Tail.
It's certainly not going to be easy. I would say that. We all near troll, guys. It was a nice pick.
Yeah, it's been working out pretty well so far. He's, what is his KDA? 4-1 and 2. They take down the tier 1 tower top lane. They're starting to be a bit more aggressive. And, well, Anna continues to get room to work with. He's up to his arcanes now. He's got a soul ring. His bloodstone is not that far off. Be getting there soon enough. He's actually now second in net worth despite getting blamed pretty hard against in that mid lane to start this game off. So he's actually ahead of the Necrophos, surprisingly. He's just gotten a lot of room to work with. And they're going to split up the map. They're going up top, they're going up bottom.
A 4-staff into Atos build here, at least currently looking like it for Limp. Of course, the death of Storm, we've so often talked about, due to the fact that he can get rooted. Perhaps Ember will suffer the same fate now that he's that slight change, but certainly this game, the Atos makes quite a bit of sense. Maybe that'll be enough for Limp to, if he can actually focus down the Storm by some miracle. Like maybe there's a jump in from the Storm, he doesn't know that the Necro's nearby, that just starts it off in some chain stuns. Maybe if they can allow the lasso to get on top of No Tail, it'll give them a better chance during these fights, but the counter initiation play from JRX as well as S4 just makes that so
Hanskin
difficult.
dead again? Oh, he's running.
Mid lane.
There's a fight
Nice
happening. I
lasso.
think he's running there instead of actually trying to get that kill on the Hanskin. Reaper sight, see you later, S4. You're dead for 42 seconds. JRX is now running away as well. No Tail's like, you're on your own. I'm not coming to that fight. Whirling axes, both ranged and melee. JRX fireflied up.
Now,
and
can
dead.
they Roche? I guess not. Only Helm.
Maybe not. They're not going to go for it. I think they want the tier 1 tower more importantly at this point. But
Yeah,
that
they don't have like
means-
any sort of minus armor really, at least any relevant kind.
They can take
for
it pretty
Roche.
quickly with Battle Trance, which is up in 2 seconds. They don't really need it at this point. The glyph is already gone.
Oh,
yep.
EGM's got a medallion actually finished too. It's on its way.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Anna, wow, he is deep. That is.
Dire's top tower is under
There's a lot of heroes heading in his direction. But he's probably fine. They have no way of blocking it down unless they'd like to blink last, so which is on cooldown for now. Anna just TP's away. No Tail heads back to the top lane with his Helm of the Dominator. They should get some nice damage onto this tier 2 tower. There are heroes coming in, so he's just going to hightail it out of there for the time being. All right. What do you think about this Atos build for Limp, though? It makes him pretty tanky, especially with Ghost Shroud and Death Pulse. It's like,
Yeah, I think currently there's just not that many different builds for Necro. It's like the Veil, or you can go the Blink into the Blink Veil, or sometimes in the Aghanim Scepter. It's just it makes sense this game. No reason not to go to the Atos. It's going to be very helpful against Axe and Pudge. Having a little bit of extra HP just in case you get caught out. Perhaps it'll be enough for you to get off that Force Staff. Jonas, got him.
Oh, not again. They have the call on top of it, too, just in case. Just to make sure he couldn't quite get away. They Culling Blade. No, EGM, I think you're dead, buddy. He doesn't have Grave. I don't think that would have saved him. Hook was looking for Hanskin, couldn't quite find him. Next post denies the tower mid in the meantime, but that's 2 dead. And now this tier 2 tower top lane is open to be pushed very easily. And this is without Ana there. He's just farming away. His Bloodstone is done. He's going Treads next. So
0-0-0.
yeah.
Typical
He's
mid
not been
player.
involved in all
Mid
that's
no
crazy.
gank.
He's just playing the PvE game. I'll see you guys in like a year.
Yeah, it's time to get some charges, I would say, though. So what's he got for friends here? Everyone else is just ready to go. Like, the only cooldown that they have on their team is Phantasms, and that's going to be more objective-based, or like if a shit hits the fan during a fight or something. Other than that, they're just basically always ready to go to give Ana a hand.
Look at this play from Alliance. They are going in deep for
This would be
either
a
gank or
great
tier
time
2
to
tower
kill him.
push.
Oh, if they killed Ana right here?
I don't know if they're going to find him. They don't have any vision. They're heading the opposite direction. If Ana were to walk into the jungle, but he's heading the opposite direction. He's heading towards top and mid. So, looks like they're only just going to get the tier 2 tower out of this. There's this Dragonlance. I think... Did he Phantasm? He did. Okay, so he... No-tail Phantasm. He's pushing the top tower. They're not defending it looks like, because OG is in the vicinity. They are walking up towards the mid lane, but they've also smoked.
One gone. Fly goes back to base. I actually do think that was a great maneuver from Alliance, though. Like, they just knew that the way they come into their jungle, chances are they had tons of vision in there, which was true, they did. So they're putting a lot of focus up in the top lane. That's going to put them near Roche, yes, but they didn't go for it. And we're able to fully push down to their jungle, get a little bit of vision for ourselves, maybe track what Ana's up to if he's going to be farming, defend ourselves while we take that tier 2. And they get a trade that's favorable when they're that far behind.
I mean, a kill on Ana would have been huge there, but they're starting to get around the Roche pit here. A Satyr Tormentor is going to see what's going on. Jirex goes for a blind hook. He can't find anything with it. And there's some posturing happening here by both teams. They're sitting kind of towards mid, kind of towards this Roche pit. And it finally looks like Alliance is going to go back and just farm. I feel like...
it's not often you have Batrider, and you're, like, worried to go into the pit that much, but these days, Undying, not as strong as he was in the pit before, with the new changes. Batrider is like, he doesn't have his Force Staff yet, so it's still risky, and you're up against a Storm Spirit, a Pudge, and an Axe. Like, this is terrifying.
Yeah. If you don't have vision of the opposing team, you're going to get jumped pretty quickly. So Alliance elects to take the fight to the opposing team.
This must be their last smoke.
They need to get Ana. They need to find a lasso here, and they're going to find it. They can bring him back. Can they bring him down is the question. What a call by S4. That was insane, and Ana stays alive. He just gets a huge triple kill pretty much instantly. That wasn't even... They just destroyed them. It wasn't even close. Hanskin's going to be next to fall. That was a... They just wiped them off the back of a three-man call. That is insane. Well, that's probably not great.
Those are some hopes and dreams being completely dashed right there, guys.
Like, you see that storm last year, like, we got him, guys. And S4's like, nope, I don't think so. That's not happening. He was
more saves than Dazzle, that's for sure. The big plays coming out from S4. They absolutely annihilated themselves on that blade mail.
Yeah, that didn't feel very good, for sure. They lose the tier 2 tower. The good news is that they're not dead long enough for them to
Jarek's
really
going to fight EGM. Oh, he got
Yeah, that hook was pretty nice. I saw the tail end of it. They find the courier as well. I don't know where the courier died, but that's not great. They've lost just about everything. The net worth graph is now swinging up to 10,000 in favor of OG, and they just got a lot of map control by bringing that tier 2 tower mid down.
These OG guys are pretty good. Why don't I see them in any qualifiers? Oh,
They don't-
oh, they get directly invited everywhere.
they
Oh,
just
they
don't have to
must
play
be pretty
Dota.
good at Dota.
I'll take
So
another quick
weird.
look at that fight while we slow the game down a bit. I don't know, man. I'm tired, guys.
Tired guy.
Slacks, you came over at like midnight last night. You wanted to play a game of Dota and everybody went to bed. So shut up. Dumbass. Alright. Manta Sal done for no tail.
Plan just remains the same for Alliance, which is kind of the problem. Like, they just need to... They have to find some sort of a pick. I like the split pushing that Jonas is doing. This will help him get in towards his Force Staff. He's very close now.
Oh, jeez.
Same time, that's... I mean, that's just going to be a freebie for a lot of this games.
Nah, he doesn't
Be
have
it
Grave.
Dazzle, be it Undying.
Even if he gets Grave, it doesn't matter. He's going to die one way or the other. There's
Oh,
just
man,
nothing he
he-
can do this game. EGM's in a rough spot.
I didn't even realize that Anna had gotten back in range. Like, when he bailed out of that fight, he had gotten back in range for all those Bloodstone charges. He's 19.
Okay, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say that's okay.
Link lasso into Jerax, but here's the counter initiation.
Oh, it's
Another
S4.
freaking ridiculous call into the freezing field, into the Culling Blade, 2 dead instantly. S4 is on point. This axe
He's
is
a regen rune, by the
doing
way.
some serious work. And yeah, he's gonna keep going. Let me just ball lightning and
what
kill
is
EGM again. See you later. Bye.
All right,
And
I'm
double
just
kill.
checking. There's no ward. That was just all from this ward. That was
Yep.
nice.
And it's high ground time. They're dead for 20 seconds. There's no lasso even when they're
Phantasms
alive.
and Manta.
Yeah, that's probably it. It's
Is there a
definitely tier
towel around
3.
here?
I don't think their racks are going to stay alive for much longer. I have a feeling, Trent.
No.
God.
No lasso back or available when he comes back. Melee racks sure to fall here.
Yeah, I think they get both. They could back here if they want to be safe. No Tail still has some of the illusions up from his ultimate, and they'll get both. And they're going to head directly to top. It looks like they're not even really scared of a fight because Lasso is down. Reality Rift, Jonas has to blink away. Hanskin can't really do anything. EGM's been dying pretty much nonstop. That hook almost hits up onto Limp, but this looks to be a pretty quick game number 1. The tier 3 tower is going to fall. Chaos Bolt, long range on a Limp. That'll stun him for 3 seconds. The Illusions will do the best they can do onto the racks, but they've already gotten the tier 3 tower. They've gotten the racks mid. They're getting a ton of gold. They now have a 20,000 net worth advantage, and it's 20-4 at 21 minutes for Trent. I don't really know what you can do here.
Did you actually just say it's 20-4? You couldn't even say it's 420. Like, what's wrong with you? How tired are you?
tired. I'm
Come
really
on,
tired,
get on
dude.
the ball here. This is elimination mode. You got to be ready for these things.
What do you want
3
from
to
me?
2. You got to go.
You
That's how
should have
these
brought it
people
up.
roll.
Then. It shouldn't be me. Why is it all on me? What's your issue, dude?
I'm the straight guy. I'm
Why are you
supposed to be,
flaming
You
me?
know, I'm just supposed to be the flat out boring dude. You got to
thought
be
we-
exciting, Mott. Come on.
God.
Let Slacks channel into you.
We had a good thing going this morning. You're ruining it.
I'm tired of your shit.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I can just
Says
hear
the guy who had
Slacks-
to change his
Slacks
fucking
laughing
name.
is fueling me. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, BKB now for, oh, geez. They are chasing No Tail, and he is out of there. He juked into the Roche Pit and then out of it. They use the Atos on him. They can't really kill him. They don't do any damage. Then they hook EGM, and now Anna's here and ready to kill him. They missed the Gully Blade, but they don't really need to worry about it. Limp gets jumped on by Anna. Now they use the pull. That'll be onto Loda. Dismember is up and ready to go. Not going to use it yet. He's going to hook him instead, and Anna will clean up Loda. He'll die. Freezing Field from Fly because they really needed that extra damage, and that's game 1 in the books. And that's it.
He ends that with 47.8 mana regen with his 26 Bloodstone charges on Anna.
Well, that was something, Trent.
All you Storm fans out there, like, you should all be quite happy right now. Yeah, you got to witness this hero that's just been dead for so long. Unfortunately, though, you won't get to see him in our next game because this isn't a best of 1. This is not a 2-game series. It's a best of 3. 30 heroes already gone. We just knocked off a bunch more, and we'll see who's left in the pool.
Thanks for explaining that situation, Trent.
No problem. Got it
An
covered.
absolute pleasure. That's game number 1 in the books. Pretty quick game number 1. We'll have a quick ad break, and then we'll jump back in with our rowdy panel for game number 2. Stick around, guys.
Hello, friends. Welcome back. The ad roll seems to be having some issues, so we're
Well,
going to do it the old-fashioned way.
We sure will. Go ahead. What's our first sponsor, Zyori?
GG.bet. Thank you for providing us with odds for this great series, Alliance versus OG.
GG.bet.
GG.bet.
What's that?
You can-
strapping young man?
You can turn your money into more money if you're good at the Dota stats.
Golly, money.
Skill betting there. We've got Pugna, our big boys, with the coaching, right, Slacks?
Oh my! What do they do?
They help you get better at techies and all of your other favorite heroes.
Whoa!
Of course, we've got Twitch. What do they do?
Oh my! Twitch?
Twitch.
What is that?
Beautiful streaming platform.
Gracious.
Way better than Hitbox.
Oh, Hitbox can suck it.
And our last sponsor, Be Quiet.
What? Okay, what the fuck
We're
is
gonna have
Be
a moment of
Quiet, dude?
silence
What
for
is
Be Quiet.
I actually do want to know. I've never heard of this.
So Be Quiet. They make such things as power supplies, fans, computer cases, and guess what? Would you
Oh.
believe it? All of their gear is very quiet. Oh.
No, they make
And-
computer stuff that's quiet.
That's what you look. Remember last time you were talking about liquid cooling and it might evaporate? Well,
Yeah.
they don't fuck around with that because they got fans that are really quiet.
That done got fans.
They done got fans.
Oh,
So thank you for supporting Elimination Mode.
that's neat. I like that.
Welcome back to the panel. Suns fan, how do you feel about that game?
That was great. S4 shitting on his old team. You know, can't ask for a better storyline than that. I have to say, Blink, Blade Mail. I mean, you see it pretty much every game on Axe, but I felt like he was so far when I looked. It's like just a Blink Blade Mail, but he's just getting like 3-4 man calls. It's ridiculous. Guy's insane.
Yeah, it was pretty